Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the 808 Podcast where we interview business owners, CEOs, marketing directors, and whoever else I feel like. 4 questions, 8 minutes and 8 seconds, because 808 looks like Bob, and here we go. Question number 1, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what do you do?
Well, my name is Karen Frame. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Makeena. We incentivize consumers to buy better no matter where they want to shop, even online. Could be Thrive Market, Amazon, could be Piggly Wiggly or Walmart. And we collect all that data and we help the brand understand who the consumer is, where they're shopping, and what's in the basket. And, I'm a recovering attorney and CPA. This is my 3rd startup, second in the natural product space. And I'm super passionate about making a difference in the world, helping people lead healthier lives on a cleaner planet.
Love it there, Karen. Question number 2, what advice do you want to share? Go.
Well, I want to share how to get through the ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs of being a founder. And first of all, it's knowing that there are ups and downs. Okay, before anything else, I mean, there are going to be days that you're going to be so high on the mountain, so excited about what you're doing and how you're making a difference in the world. There are other days that you're going to be like, well, man, I just want to crawl back into bed. This is just super hard. I can't get through this. And so the first thing you really need to do, as I said, recognize that there are ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. Second thing is surround yourself with really smart people that are smarter than you. And, my team gets together every week. I talk with my number 2 person. Everybody's, remote now because of COVID, but I talk with my number 2 guy maybe about 20 times a day. Mm-hmm. No question. But I have a standing meeting with my team. And as part of that meeting, we call it an L10 because we use that book Traction by Gino Wickman. And it's 90 minutes. It's always the same time every week. It's always 90 minutes. We follow the same format. And we put our really big issues that we need to solve into that L10. And I have the brain power of my leadership team to get through those issues. So whether it be over a challenge, under a challenge, around a challenge, through a challenge, or just coming up with different solutions to that challenge is really going to help you feel so much better. So that's my number 2 is that I get together with, I have a great team, right? And then I get together with them every week. So I guess that's number 3. And then if there's something that is immediate, remember, it's not you're always immediate. It's somebody else's immediate sometimes as well. So you have to look at your list. I look at my list maybe every, hour on the hour throughout the day. And I'm like, okay, what needs to be solved next? What is urgent? Because you may have a customer, you may have a partner, you may have a vendor that says, you got to get this done right now. Right. But their right now may not be your right now, and it may not meet your goals. And again, that's another challenge. Sometimes it's a huge hurdle. Sometimes it just makes you feel, another like down of the day. But once you get through it, you start feeling so much better. So that's like my how-to kind of in a little bit of a nutshell. There's a lot of, variations of that and whatnot, but there you go.
Yeah, I like what you're talking about, how, sometimes, someone else's right now is not yours. So a perfect example for us is, we have a CTO. And so sometimes the CEO will ask them a question and they don't get a response within an hour. I'm like, give the guy time, give him 24 hours. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Your answer is not critical, so don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. Also, another thing I do with my team so that they always, actually will talk to me is I always call them up and say 5 minutes or 2 minutes there, do the question, sweet. It was 1 minute and 37 seconds. Bye. So they're constantly knowing that if I'm not the person who's going to go suck their time away.
Right, exactly. And the other thing that the how-to, so I find that because I'm super passionate about what I'm doing, it really makes things a lot better.
Right.
So so those lows, really aren't as hard
Mhm.
because I know that I'm making a difference in
Right.
somebody's life. So, we're saving again, I had another shopper just ask for a cash out of another $85 through the app. And, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have all these people to pay out. But then I thought about that $85 and I'm like, that's making a difference in that person's life.
Mhm.
It's helping them afford to buy these better products. And that gives me a lot of energy, quite
Right.
frankly.
Love it.
Also, a good night's sleep helps too.
It does. Good night's sleep does help. Let's get to question number 3.
Okay.
Basically, this is shout out time. Go for it.
Well, so I have a lot of CEOs, business owners, influencers that I love as
Mhm.
a founder. One of them is, believe it or not, Gary V, Damon Johns. I mean, we're talking about big influencers, people that
Right.
are on Shark Tank, Mark Cuban, oh my gosh, Neil Patel. I mean, the folks that just are constant and steady and making a difference in the lives of lots of people and making business really great.
Perfect.
There are also the folks, so we're a B certified corporation. There are also folks within that organization that I love the fact that everybody's making a difference. Climate Collaborative, 1% for the planet, No Kid Hungry, Feeding America. All of those CEOs and business owners and influencers are making a huge impact in the world.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, we got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Question number 4. Tell us about your first sale.
Oh my gosh, it was Girl Scout cookies.
There you go.
So I was in a Girl Scout troop in 4th grade. I think that's the year that you start becoming a Girl Scout instead of a brownie. And I was given like all these big boxes of Girl Scout cookies. And I am not a real salesperson because I was trained as a lawyer and a CPA.
Right.
But as a founder of a company, you always have to be selling, right? You're selling your vision, you're selling your mission, you're selling to brands, to investors, to consumers, you name it. And it was really hard. It was a good learning lesson for me.
It was. Love it there. Hey, you've got 50 seconds left. We can do some promo time. You can ask me a question, or Karen, you can talk about the weather or the painting behind you. Whatever you want, go for it.
Well, we had about 24 inches of snow here over the weekend. So my husband was a big shoveler and snow blower, and I really applaud him for doing that, making sure that we can get out of the house if we need to. And the painting, I have paintings all over me. My mom is an artist. This is a Calder reproduction, of course, not an original, but that was my habit before I became a founder and started spending all my money on my company. I loved art. I love being surrounded by beautiful things. And I love your hat. It is super cool. Where did you get that?
The hat store.
The hat store.
That is time right there. You pulled it off. 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Karen, why is it 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Well, because we want it to be fast and engaging, and because LinkedIn doesn't let us put these videos on there for longer, and because you are Bob, and that is 808.
Perfect. Love it there. Hey, say your website real quick.
It is Makeena.com.
Awesome. It's in the description. It's magic. Karen, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I am legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media network tells you all to do. You all have a wonderful day now. Talk to you later. Bye.